Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came to the WWE main roster together as part of The Shield. The two have gone their separate ways ever since, and the WWE Hall of Famer recently picked who is the real breakout star between the two men. Booker T has watched Reigns and Rollins performing very closely in the Stanford-based company. He has followed them since their days in NXT and after they broke onto the scene as part of The Shield on the main roster. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins became the torchbearers for the Raw and SmackDown brands over the years. While speaking on his Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T compared the two superstars' rise in the company. While Booker thought Rollins would become the true breakout star of The Shield, it has been Reigns who has impressed him with his body of work. There is no doubt that the original Tribal Chief is on another level, and he has done well carrying the Bloodline storyline in WWE for several years. Cody Rhodes ultimately defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania XL to win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. To do so, the American Nightmare had to take help from some familiar faces just like Roman had done countless times. Seth Rollins was among the stars who came out to help Cody in his match against the original Tribal Chief. The Visionary came out in the Shield's attire with the theme music to distract Reigns and help Rhodes win the match. It will be great to see Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins enter a rivalry down the road. They have a lot of history, and WWE could give them something great to work with in the coming years. When it comes to professional wrestling, few superstars have reached the heights of Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Both have become iconic figures within WWE, each carving out a legacy that has transcended the wrestling ring. Their paths, while intertwined through their time together in the Shield, have diverged in fascinating ways, with both achieving monumental success. However, when asked to pick the true breakout star between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, WWE Hall of Famer Booker T offered his opinion, stirring a fresh wave of debate among fans. Let's explore the factors behind such a decision, their contrasting journeys, and why one might emerge as the true breakout star over the other. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, along with Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley, made their WWE debut as part of The Shield in 2012. This trio quickly became one of the most dominant factions in WWE history, wreaking havoc across the roster. Their black tactical gear, fearless attitude, and cohesive teamwork were a breath of fresh air, turning them into instant fan favorites. As a unit, The Shield seemed unstoppable. But it was clear even during this period that the individual components of this team were destined for greatness in their own right. Each member brought something different to the table. Seth Rollins was the architect, a high-flying technician with an undeniable swagger. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, had a more reserved demeanor, but his size, power, and quiet intensity made him stand out as the muscle of the group. From the start, many fans and analysts speculated that Roman Reigns, with his physical presence and WWE pedigree, as part of the legendary Anoa'i family, was being positioned as the company's next big star. Seth Rollins, however, with his daredevil style and wrestling prowess, seemed like a wild card, someone who could break out if given the right opportunities. When the Shield split in 2014, Seth Rollins was the first to make waves as a solo star. His betrayal of Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, siding with the Authority, instantly catapulted him into the main event scene as a top heel. Rollins quickly captured the Money in the Bank contract, a tool that has historically been a stepping stone to superstardom. In 2015, Rollins cashed in his briefcase at WrestleMania 31 during the match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, making WWE history by winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in what is still considered one of the greatest WrestleMania moments of all time. From that moment on, Seth Rollins proved that he was not just a great wrestler, he was a marquee performer capable of delivering in the biggest moments. His championship reigns, memorable feuds with top names like John Cena and Dean Ambrose, and his evolution from heel to face kept him consistently at the top of the card. Throughout the years, Rollins has been known for his adaptability. Whether as the Kingslayer, the Beast Slayer, or the Visionary, he has constantly reinvented himself, staying relevant and maintaining a strong connection with the fans. His in-ring abilities have never been in question, often delivering match-of-the-night performances. In fact, many consider Seth Rollins the best wrestler on the WWE roster in terms of pure skill. Roman Reigns' post-Shield journey, however, was far from smooth. Initially, It seemed as though WWE was set on making Reigns the next face of the company, following in the footsteps of megastars like John Cena and Hulk Hogan. He was pushed heavily, winning the Royal Rumble in 2015 and headlining multiple WrestleManias. But despite WWE's clear intentions, Reigns struggled to connect with a large portion of the fan base. He was often met with boos and jeers, especially when positioned as a babyface. Fans rebelled against what they perceive as a forced push, and Reigns spent years trying to break through this resistance. It wasn't until 2020, when Reigns returned after a hiatus with a new, darker character, the Tribal Chief, that everything changed. Aligning with Paul Heyman and adopting the persona of the head of the table, Reigns finally found the character that resonated with the audience. As a dominant heel, Reigns embraced his natural intensity and charisma, leading into his family's legacy in a way that felt authentic and organic. Since then, Roman Reigns has been virtually unstoppable. His record-breaking Universal Championship reign, which began in August 2020, has seen him defeat a who's who of WWE's top stars, including Edge, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and even his former Shield brother Seth Rollins. Reigns' run as the Tribal Chief has been widely praised, with many calling it one of the best championship runs in modern WWE history. His promos, in-ring storytelling, and overall presence have elevated him to a level where he is now undeniably the face of WWE. In a recent interview, WWE Hall of Famer Booker T was asked to weigh in on the debate of who the real breakout star is between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. His answer, unsurprisingly, was Roman Reigns. Booker T's reasoning centered around the fact that Reigns, as the Tribal Chief, has completely transformed his character and taken the WWE to new heights in the process. As Booker noted, Reigns has not only been at the top of the card, but he has also redefined what it means to be a champion. His matches carry a big fight feel, and his storyline dominance has turned SmackDown into WWE's flagship show. Furthermore, Reigns' connection to his family's legacy and his ability to elevate everyone around him, including the Bloodline faction, with talents like Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa, has been crucial to his success. Booker T acknowledged Rollins' immense talent and contributions, but pointed out that Reigns' dominance and character work have set him apart in a way that transcends wrestling. To Booker, Rollins is an incredible wrestler who has had a great career, but Roman Reigns is a megastar who has changed the landscape of WWE. While Booker T's pick is Roman Reigns, the debate between these two modern-day icons will undoubtedly rage on. Seth Rollins' accolades speak for themselves. Multiple world titles, a history of stellar matches, and a versatility that few can match. His connection with the audience, particularly in his most recent babyface run as the Visionary, has solidified his place in wrestling history. However, Roman Reigns' transformation into the Tribal Chief has made him a transcendent figure, not just in WWE, but in mainstream pop culture. His presence, his dominance, and his ability to lead the company during challenging times, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, have set him apart as a once-in-a-generation talent. Ultimately, both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have solidified themselves as future Hall of Famers. But in the eyes of Booker T, and perhaps many fans, Roman Reigns has emerged as the true breakout star of this era, standing tall as the undisputed head of the table.